Alright guys, so we have a bike update. We previously had bought the black bike at Carrefour. It was in the last video that we did. Since then, yesterday we decided that we needed to switch the bikes out because the larger one, the large, extra large one that my husband is using is actually, it seems stronger. So if you have an interest in doing a bike setup like this, we're a family of 4 with a 7-year-old, a large 7-year-old, 90%, 99.9%. There he is with the bloopers. Are you in jail or what? Yeah, you can have cereal. Okay.
Cereal, Mom?
Yes. Okay. Oh my gosh. Once again, 3rd video in a row that I've warned him to be quiet. So please, I just begged him, please be quiet for this video. Okay, so we felt like looking at the bikes, comparing his bike to the bike I was using, that this was the more sturdy bike, the one from Decathlon. So we went and we got one like what he has, except with a frame for me, which is a small medium frame. So we want to show you. I want to show you first the differences. We have him sitting on a what is this called? Do you know?
In Spanish is parrilla.
Parrilla.
Grill.
The grill. Okay. You can kind of see it's kind of thin. This is like a bike you would maybe get in the U.S. at Walmart or something. It's fine for recreation, but we need it for reliable transportation and to get him to and from school, toting around a almost 75-pound kid. So the one on this one, we think would probably support more weight, and it's much thicker. I mean, it's at least a third added to it. The structure and support on the parrilla is also different. So we think that is better.
Also, the tires were.
Yeah, the tires are thicker. They're also 28 inch instead of 26. The black one is 26 inch. The white one is 28 inch, which you get further when you're biking if you have bigger wheels. The seat is bigger. It's wider and longer. What else? The handlebars.
The bars right there.
The handlebars are supposedly they're more comfortable because they have this piece.
They hold your phone rest right here.
And then these are just like regular handlebars versus these handlebars where you can your hand here. I don't know. It supports your hand more.
Finger too.
You mean the doorbell? I mean what is this? The horn, the bell. The bell. It's not a dinger or a doorbell. We're both wrong. It's a bell, but yeah, do it. So I rode this to his school and back, and I did that and nobody moved. But then he does it. It's so much louder. And easier. You can go back and forth with it a couple of times, much easier than having to flip the bell. And this is just a piece of plastic. It could break and then the bell won't work anymore.
Another thing that bike has, the new bike has, is a support for the basket.
Oh yeah.
If you look at the basket right here, it has a little latch that comes out. And
So this
supports
doesn't
it.
have anything under it.
But
There's
it
no
doesn't-
bars.
That versus the largest plane of the
And the other one over there, on the other hand, has supports.
This
That
right
means
here.
From the
So you
basket
could carry
all
more weight in your
Yeah.
basket or have be
the way.
more
Shopping
supported.
and put some drinks in
And the
there.
light is powered by your wheel turning.
Oh yeah, it has a dynamo.
There's this light here. You use this thing. What's it called? A dynamo. And
Dynamo.
you push it and it goes up against your wheel, and while it's turning, it powers your light.
Yeah. It's a power generator.
The light on the other bike has a switch, and so I presume it also has a battery that could go out. So this is kind of like wind-powered light
Yeah,
on your bike or
leg-powered.
something. Right. Okay. Green energy. Okay. This thing was also a little wider, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The parrilla was wider for this seat, so that gives my son a little bit more support on the seat. Oh, and the bars. So this has on the frame 2 bars. There's 2 benefits, I think. I'm not a bike expert, but one is that it obviously gives it more structure and makes it stronger. But then there's also accessories, little bags and stuff that you can buy to put right here to store some things in, just a couple things.
And they latch like this.
Yeah, they wrap around. There's also an infant seat that we could buy that could wrap around. And on this one, there's only one bar on the frame, and it's really thick. And I don't think the infant seat would go because it also has this weird thing here. So it's not that this is a bad bike, it's just that for using this for transportation and really needing it to get, this has to be our bike to get our kid to and from school, because I can't fit on the other bike. We tried, and if we lower the seat down, I can sit on it, but then we can't put any kid behind it because the seat bar would be gone. The other thing that we're going to do is buy Apple tags, right?
Yep.
And
Air tags.
yeah, we're gonna put them. Now, don't take this information and then come steal our bikes and remove our air tags. But we're gonna put them, if you wanna do this too, we're gonna put them under the seat,
Yeah.
right? Inside the tube,
Yeah,
right? Is that
you
what-
can actually remove the seat, drop them in there, and they go all the way to the bottom.
So they're gonna be
You-
inside this tube.
You probably won't be able to get them out of there anymore, but they go in there, and then you put your seat back on. And
So if a thief took your bike, they wouldn't see the tag,
yeah,
but it would be there and you would know, and you could go on your computer and find where your
or your phone
bike
or
was, your
whatever.
Apple tag was.
Yeah.
I know people do that with luggage.
The best thing about the AirTags is that they don't have a subscription, a monthly subscription. So you buy them, as depends on where you get them from. They can go between 25 to 39 euros. There's a pack of 4 right now for 85 euros online. So we probably will be getting that for 3 bikes and 1 for our kids' backpack. So if he loses the backpack for whatever reason, we can find it for there.
Yeah, we are like virtual helicopter parents, basically, with the air tag in his book bag and the smartwatch on his wrist.
Yep.
So,
Pictures.
okay, modern parenting. What else? The air pump thing that we're gonna put on the bikes?
Yeah, this one doesn't have any places to put the.
Oh, we can't attach that easily.
Yeah, you see,
'Cause
there's no way to
It's
attach
too
this,
thick.
and it comes with the screws and everything, so you can mount it somewhere.
So,
While this bike does. See those 2
Oh,
things right there?
yeah. It has these 2
It comes with the
screws
screws
right
already.
here that you can take them out and put that in and attach them. It also has the pedals. We had the footrest for my son being back here. We had footrest here, which is how we're still doing it on this other bike. But it does have the option for a kid with shorter legs to attach them here. And we did try that, but his legs are just too long. But a shorter kid could do that, and it would be much more convenient. I mean, that gives about 4 inches in height, shortens it up about 4 inches, so that you could actually put the pedals. Do we have those out here by chance?
No.
No. Okay, well, there's these little pedals that we bought. They look just like pedals, except they don't rotate and they fold in and out. But they don't attach well on the side that has the gears. This side. So because of that, because you can't take the, what's that thing called, a bolt or a nut or something, because you can't take that off and easily put it on, we had to not use those and use these little trick bars instead, and we had it on there yesterday, but it kept coming off. So we had to take off the nut from the wheel right here and just totally replace it with this bar. So this one is actually, why? Why can't I take it off?
It's hard to put back.
I just want to show
The
how it
guy
goes
actually
on.
tightened it up, yeah. The
Oh,
guy
he did?
today, he tightened it up, so.
I just want to show how it goes on.
The other way you tighten it.
Never mind. Anyways, it just fits over the nut.
Yeah, you can just screw it in and tighten
It
it up
can
with-
be done where it's not impossible to open, but
Yeah.
we had a puncture in the tire already. I rode the bike for the first time to the park yesterday, came back this morning, we were gonna go to school, and the dang back tire was totally flat. So we had to take a taxi. But we had to then get on the tram with the bike, go to Decathlon. They repaired the tire, and when they did, they tightened up those foot pedals. And now they're not easy to take off anymore. So that's what happened with that. The other update is that we changed the baby's helmet. Before, he was in this small helmet, and the size is
52, I think you said.
52 to 55 centimeters. And at the store, they didn't have anything to measure his head with. So yesterday in my unpacking, still unpacking, I found my soft tape measure and I measured his head, and his head was like 49.5 centimeters. So today we bought for $10.99 the extra small size helmet. So that's going to be better for him, safer for him. And that's it. So this is our new setup. If you want to do the same thing, it's 2 bikes from Decathlon. They're €279.99 each. That is about 79 euros more than the bike from Carrefour, but we think it's a better bike and it's worth the investment for us. Oh, and the return. We're returning this bike to Carrefour. Europe has
I think it's
a
30
rule,
days.
but isn't it like a European rule that you
Yes.
have 2 weeks to return things? But in Spain, it's something longer.
No, I think it's the same here, but the difference is that the store Carrefour on their website, it states that you can return any item that you buy if you don't like it for whatever reason you think. You can return it within 60 days.
60 days. So we have 2 months to return it. We have the receipt for any reason, so hopefully that works. Have we returned anything yet to them?
I did return the
We
light.
returned a light that we had just bought. It was a couple of days old, and we had the receipt. And we returned some pillowcases
And
that were
those
about a
we did
week
not
old,
have the
and we
receipt
didn't have
for
the
it.
receipt. But they still found your information.
They asked me when I bought this and which card I use. And, I mean, it was a struggle for them to find it. So then they went by the amount of money that.
But they found it without your card info,
Yeah, so they found it.
or they
and
found it without a receipt, and
Yeah.
they gave you a store credit.
They gave me store credit.
Yeah, and then with the one that you had a receipt for, you got a refund.
Yeah.
So we have a receipt for this, and it's within the amount of days, so hopefully we're gonna get a refund of $199.99. So it ends up being about 80 euros more for what we think is the better bike for
Yeah.
what we need it to be.
This is the receipt for the bike.
No, this is a receipt for the repair. They repaired, or this is the stuff that they needed, that they needed a couple of
Yeah, this is the
things
receipt
to
for the bike.
repair the tire today, and we had to pay for this stuff. And then the bike,
Mom, look, I'm about to
$279.99. Yeah. So, all right. Well, hopefully we don't have any more updates on the bikes. Hopefully this all works out for us. And if you have any questions about how we're doing it, or what our setup is, or where we got the stuff, you can revert back to the previous video that I did, or post comments down below, your questions in the comments down below, and I'll respond to them. All right. See you later.
See you later, Jules.
Bye-bye.